out of everyone has maybe more responsibilities?
Because I was conducting.
You were conducting, right. So you're playing the top part? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is your job as a conductor? Because I also kind of explained how chamber music is without a conductor. So what are you doing to help the ensemble stay together?
Well, I'm obviously conducting is I'm trying to make eye contact with the song, make sure everyone's watching me.
So are you the one leader, or are
There are multiple leaders.
Okay, good. So who else participates in the ensemble?
Sam does a little bit, and so does Lauren and Jacob.
Okay, good. And so why are those other members important with the conducting process?
Because there are times when I don't play and they do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So I think in general, all of those things are really good and they're really important. Every single one of these students here are conductors. Every single one of them are really integral to the execution of this piece. But to kind of create a sense of homogeneity, to create a whole a complete sense of the piece, it's good to have some cohesion and to have one person kind of doing a lot of the leading. So, and it usually is the person on the top part. So if you kind of imagine 100 more people playing behind you in a symphony orchestra, the person that would be sitting in this spot is the concertmaster, right? So the concertmaster is the first violin of the orchestra. And the first violin of the orchestra has a huge amount of responsibility. In general, if the first violin of a professional orchestra makes twice as much as anyone else in the orchestra. It's that important of the role, and it's that much responsibility. So not only are you involved with making sure your whole section is together, but there's other musical choices that are sort of your responsibility, okay? But that's not to say that anyone else doesn't have a voice. And it's also really important to have some of the other musicians contribute to the music making as well. So all these things are really important. So let's start the piece one more time, and we can sort of talk about your cueing. So try it one more time from the beginning, and then we'll talk a little bit. Sometimes what I like to do, which I might suggest, is your beats look the same, right? So your 3 looks like your 4, which also kind of looks like a 2 or a 1 or 7, or you know. So I think what might actually help is to actually conduct with your flute. So if you're conducting something in 4, down is 1, across is 2, right to the right is 3, and up is 4. So what I would do, and what I do in these situations, when I give 3 and 4, I give 3, 4, bum. So instead of up and down twice, I actually give a to the side and then up, and so you can really be really clear about where you're starting, because there's been many times where I might just be moving a little bit because I'm sort of thinking about the tempo, which I think you probably are too. You're thinking about what the tempo is before you start, making sure it's not too fast, not too slow, and it's in the right character. So you're internally going, okay, and as it is, I'm already bobbing my head, and people may interpret that as you're actually starting the conducting. So I've done that in concert by accident. I was sort of imagining the tempo, and I made a little movement, but it wasn't my intended cue, and then someone started. I was like, I'm sorry. So yeah, I've been there, and I've had a lot of experience doing this. So why don't we try practicing 3, 4, go. Okay? Let's try it. Good. So the downbeat is silent, right? Okay. That's also really difficult to give a downbeat that's actually silent. So your downbeat has to be stronger because everyone has to come off of that impulse. So 3, 4, 1. Bum, 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 bum. So give a sharper 1. 3, 4, yum, bum, 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 bum. Because that'll also help your ensemble members to think to really come in off the beat with activity, with action, and with energy. Because right now, it's bum, 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 but we want yum, bum, 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 bum. A little more energy. It's really interesting, but when you're giving a cue, just like a conductor, the way you move really affects how everyone else will play. If you give a, even though you're giving it in the right tempo, if you play 3, 4, 1, they'll probably play longer and softer. But if you play yum, bum, 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 they'll play shorter and crisper. So your actions are really important to how the whole mood of setting up the whole mood of the piece. Just like a conductor, they're, being all serious. Ba-ba-ba-bum, or whatever, right? But it's really important how you begin. Ba-ba-ba-bum. If they went like, then the orchestra would go, ba-ba-ba-bum, So it's so important